I am Sam I Onuigbo. I represent the good people of Great Ikuano Umuahia Federal Constituency. I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move the motion on the need for the federal government to reverse the presidential directive to scale down non-agricultural programs from the curriculum of Federal Universities of Agriculture in Nigeria. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Okay. Mr. Speaker, the House is aware of the determination of the federal government to diversify the nation's economy through placing greater focus on agriculture, which had previously been neglected during the era of oil boom, an action that was partly responsible for the current economic malaise and recession following a drop in the price of oil. Also aware that it was in recognition of the important role of agriculture in driving economic growth, improving revenues and job creation, that the previous administration established 3 specialized universities of agriculture with a mandate to develop and offer academic and professional programs leading to the award of diplomas, first degrees, postgraduate research, and higher degrees, which emphasize planning, adaptive, technical, maintenance, developmental, and productive skills in agriculture, agricultural engineering, and allied professional disciplines, with the aim of producing socially mature persons with capacity to improve on those disciplines and develop new ones, and also contribute to the scientific transformation of agriculture in Nigeria. Further aware that synergy between core and non-core agricultural programs has universal appeal, as several countries across the world have universities of agriculture that offer programs in agriculture and allied subjects, and they include Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University, South China University, University of Agriculture, Peshawar, Pakistan, Cuban State Agrarian University, Russia, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Kenya, etc. Acknowledges that the global village, the world has given rise to the absolute necessity to focus on combining both technological and management skills in the agricultural profession to be grounded in science, management techniques, and social skills that drive today's sustainable agricultural economy. Notes the presidential directive to scale down the non-core agricultural programs being offered by the universities of agriculture and to eventually wind down those programs, which has now led the Federal Ministry of Education and Agriculture and Rural Development to commence the move to immediately phase out the College of Management Sciences at the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, a college whose programs have received the approval of the National Universities Commission, a recognition by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, and a number of other reputable institutions and organizations. Concerned about the haste to phase out the college following the directive, while those of other universities of agriculture in the country are still running, a move being undertaken without subjecting the directive to critical analysis by stakeholders and input by the affected universities of agriculture. Informed that there already exists synergy and a kind of symbiotic relationship between the core agricultural and non-agricultural courses, which are now mutually reinforcing, with each program complementing the delivery of the academic program of order, such as management sciences in the university. And if disrupted by the hastily conceived directive, will distort the efficient running, teaching, and learning of professional core agricultural courses which have become interrelated with the non-agricultural management science programs that have taken firm root at the university. Also informed that if the implementation of the directive is not halted, the admission trauma of youth, especially those within the catchment area of the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, will be compounded, given the high number of students seeking admissions in the densely populated area, which is served by only one federal university. Believes that the haste with which the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAM, delisted management courses from the ones available on offer by the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture has the inevitable consequence of denial of admissions to over 2,000 prospective candidates, with its deleterious effect on the psyche of the candidates who may, as a consequence of idleness, resort to crimes and other antisocial behaviors. Resolves to call on the federal government to reverse the presidential directive to scale down and gradually wind down non-agricultural programs in the three specialized universities of agriculture. Also call on the federal ministries of education and agriculture and rural development to immediately halt the implementation of the directive, pending a comprehensive appraisal of the rationale behind the directive by stakeholders. Urge the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAM, to stop action on the delisting of non-agricultural courses of management sciences at Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Modike, Abia State, to enable candidates to continue to enroll in those courses in the forthcoming matriculation examinations, pending the resolution of the matter. Mandate the committees on tertiary education and services and legislative compliance to ensure implementation and report back in 2 weeks for further legislative action. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Isaka.
Because I'm involved. Thank you very much, most honorable Speaker of our time, Honorable Ibrahim Ayakule Isaka. Represent the very good people of P4, Ewekoro Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Ogun State. I rise, Mr. Speaker, to support this almighty motion, moved by no any other person than the most honorable Sam on this Federal University of Agriculture. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I so second.
Honorable Onuigbo, please lead the debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I have brought this motion because of recent disturbing developments in the educational sector. The Act setting up the Federal Universities of Agriculture is clear and concise on what it wants the universities to achieve. Clearly, the Act is based on 3 broader mandates of teaching, research, and extension in agriculture and allied disciplines. That is the law. Similarly, the law setting up the National Universities Commission empowers the Commission as the only regulatory body to decide which courses to be studied in the university. It is in line with these mandates of the Federal Universities of Agriculture and the mandate of the National Universities Commission that these other courses, apart from the core agricultural courses, are studied in these universities. So, it is a source of concern that now, without the law being amended, either the law that empowers the National Universities Commission to make this decision, or the law that established the 3 universities of agriculture, then there is a surreptitious move to delete management and some other courses in the non-agri courses offered by this university in the JAMB portal. And this is affecting students who desire to study these courses. Mr. Speaker, the point I'm making is this. We have the law, and the law has not been amended. Both the law establishing the university and the law establishing the Universities Commission. If these laws have not been amended, it should be of concern to us that people are using executive fiat to attempt to amend these laws and the mandate given to these people. Around the world, universities of agriculture are studying management courses and related courses to make sure that they produce well-rounded graduates. And we do not know why there's an attempt to ensure that you study agri, maybe without the assistance of management or some other allied disciplines. This Honorable House made these laws that are being threatened now. And we have a responsibility to ensure that these laws are not amended through executive fiat. And it's also up to us to intervene when children or students are threatened or citizens are threatened in a manner that we are witnessing right now. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I urge us to intervene and ensure that the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board does not remove these courses now until they have gone through proper procedures, whether they're coming here for amendment of the laws or they are repealing them altogether. But today, these laws are still in place and should not be surreptitiously amended. I therefore urge you to support this motion and to appreciate the fact that what is going on globally is what we should be looking up to, and not for us to attempt to go backwards when the world is in a different direction. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Shuaibu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my dear honorable colleagues.